Welcome. Thanks so much.
Thanks for being here.
The way it's going to work today is I'm going to talk a bit about why you want to go through this process of setting up a special space.
Well, I'd like to acknowledge the Ngunnawal, the Walgaloo and Wiradjuri peoples who've loved this land since forever and continue to do so. And what we did in the workshop was about creating a special space to feel settled and soothed and to think with greater clarity. So what if you could give yourself the time and space to imagine again, to imagine what might be possible for your precious life? Did you ever happen to build a cubby house or a doll's house as a child? How did it feel when you did that? Fun, safe, protected, secretive, magical? Is there a sense of belonging, being in charge? During cancer treatment the first time, I yearned for a special space to unwind and be and kind of reclaim a sense of my body as mine, and also make some sort of reconciliation with what was happening to my body. I was away from home at the time and brought a few things to set up a meditation space, but it didn't feel right. There was no magic in it. I didn't feel a sense of belonging that I was after. But just like a cubby house, in the workshop we claimed a space and mindfully inhabited it with art and craft objects. It seems like such a small thing, but in fact it's a powerful process. It's very calming, it changes the way the brain works and soothes the soul. So we're creating a vibe, making a no thing from a composition of things. Because when there are things in paintings, the mind assigns a name and moves on to the next thing. However, when there's an absence of things, the brain starts to notice colours and shapes and shifts in tone and texture. And the brain starts to work in a very different way. When there's colours to focus on, half the brain lights up straight away. Researchers found that when we use colour in the hands, cortisol, the stress hormone, ebbs away quite quickly. There's a shift from the edginess of the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic, and fresh ideas can pop in much more easily. We use the objects I've made in the workshop to consider the beauty of everyday life, but also how things can be simple and that imperfections are welcome. In this 2-hour workshop, each person made their little space in a room that was prepared for them. They were guided through each step. Now at your place, you want to choose a place that's private, quiet, feels nurturing. You'll want to be curious about how you'd like to feel in that space. That will be your intention, and it will guide your choices. You'll want to collect or even commission handmade arts and crafts, so you can set up something that's uniquely yours. You want to notice and appreciate the qualities of each thing. You'll want to be able to consciously settle your being, and the best way to do that is through the breath, bringing your awareness back to your breath. And then compose your objects, one thing at a time, starting with a painting or a photograph or whatever you choose, and then the objects in relation to that. You want to rest, just being present with the gentleness of things, being part of that space. And then you may want to contemplate any questions you have for yourself, for your life, and allow them just to be, and you may have some insights that come without effort, just by virtue of your being in that space with intention, simply because it exists in time and space and you see it, it's a reminder for you to stop the everyday crazy pace and to come back and create wholeness, a sense of being fully here, now in your life.
When you can't get to a forest, beach, or other wild place to stop and hear yourself think, here's an invitation to make a space to be. Simply be. Morning or any time. A space to unwind, think with clarity, dream new dreams, and reconnect with meaning, purpose, and greater quality of life.